October 20th, 1944, 5:40 a.m. Northern Burma. A thin gray mist clings to the jungle canopy as engines grind awake in the darkness. The first convoy of American-built trucks lurches forward, headlights cutting through steam rising from the earth. Soldiers stand along the roadside, boots sunk in red mud, helmets beaded with rain. No parade, no brass band, just a road. A road that wasn't supposed to exist. The men call it the Ledo Road. Officially, it is still under construction. On paper, it is a supply artery. In reality, it is a gamble carved through mountains that swallow men whole, through jungle that rots steel and flesh alike. The lead truck inches forward, its tires slipping on freshly packed earth. Behind it stretch hundreds more vehicles loaded with fuel, drums, artillery shells, radio equipment, canned rations. The lifeblood of a nation fighting alone. China. For nearly 7 years, since 1937, China has been bleeding under the weight of the Japanese invasion. Cities bombed, armies encircled, supply lines severed. By 1942, the last land route into China, the Burma Road, had fallen to Japanese forces sweeping through Southeast Asia. China was isolated, or so Tokyo believed. But far to the west, in the humid hills of Assam, India, American and British planners refused to accept that isolation as final. Among them stood a blunt, relentless U.S. Army engineer, General Joseph Vinegar Joe Stilwell. He studied the map like a man staring at a locked door. The old Burma, the convoy doesn't stop when the rain begins. It thickens, heavy, warm, relentless, turning the road into a ribbon of red slime. Tires spin, chains snap tight around rubber. Drivers lean forward over their steering wheels, as if body weight alone can pull 10 tons of fuel uphill. The Patkai Mountains loom ahead, dark and jagged against a bruised sky. To the men behind the wheels, this isn't just a delivery route. It's a gauntlet. Every mile is exposed. Japanese forces, though pushed back from key strongholds like Mietkina, are far from defeated. Small units melt into the jungle, experts in ambush warfare. A single well-placed demolition charge could sever the road. A single mortar barrage could ignite the convoy into an inferno visible from miles. So, the trucks move in staggered formations. Scouts sweep ahead. Engineers trail behind, ready to repair whatever nature or the enemy destroys next. You can almost hear it, the constant metallic rattle, the hiss of steam from overheated engines, the distant echo of artillery still rumbling somewhere in northern Burma. By late 1944, the Ledo Road has merged with the old Burma Road near Mungyu. The connection is symbolic, 2 fragile veins stitched into one artery. From there, the route snakes northeast toward Kunming, China's wartime lifeline city. Kunming, a place that has endured years of aerial bombardment and scarcity. A place where Chinese nationalist forces under Generalissimo Chiang Kai. Spring 1945. Kunming, China. The first convoy doesn't arrive quietly. Engines thunder through the outskirts of the city, horns blaring in raw, mechanical triumph. Civilians line the roadside, farmers, factory workers, barefoot children, staring at something many feared they would never see again. Supply. Wooden crates stamped U.S. Army. Fuel drums, spare aircraft parts, medical kits, truck after truck after truck. 7 years of war have hollowed this city. Japanese bombers have scarred its skyline. Ration lines snake for blocks. Soldiers carry rifles older than they are. And yet, here it is, proof that China is not alone. Generalissimo Chiang Kai-shek watches the reports closely. For him, the reopening of the land route is more than military logistics. It is political survival. His nationalist government has endured retreat after retreat, criticism from within, and skepticism from allied capitals abroad. Now, at last, tonnage is flowing in. Not enough to launch grand offensives overnight, but enough to endure. And endurance has always been China's weapon. Back along the road in northern Burma, the cost remains visible. Makeshift grave markers dot the margins of the jungle, small wooden crosses hammered into damp soil. Engineers pause, only briefly, before climbing back onto bulldozers. Convoys do not stop. The Ledo Road, now officially renamed the Stilwell Road, in honor of General Joseph Stilwell, pulses like a vein across continents. But even as trucks move forward,